If it comes on. There you are. Welcome. Look, Smiley's on. Hello, Smiley. Kind of in the shade. We're trying to let you see a little bit of Main Street here to have to see how it sounds when it comes on live so I can hear. It sounds pretty good. I can adjust this microphone, so it's kind of a nicer thing. So we'll see what kind of sound we have, and we'll go from there. Live, live, live. Still coming up. Too loud? Pretty loud. So let me adjust the mic down one or two.
The Mercy Show. How's it out there so far? I'm there in 3 days. All right, Mercy Show. We'll see you soon.
All right, got to listen to the sound and see what. I don't know. Maybe just need to turn it down. I can put it on a little quieter. All right, so we're saying hi to somebody. How's the weather out there? Well, today it was about 85 to 86 when we checked the thermometer. Right now on the beach, we are 77 degrees. I don't know where she's been in here.
A little bit of a breeze, so that's good. Make that sound better. Probably. So see you guys on Saturday. We'll be here.
Yep. So we got motorcycles are coming in.
And MX Racer 97 says, sounds good. All righty. That's good.
All right. So we got a different new mic. I'm actually using a different camera, a different mic. I'm using my high quality Rode, which is like a $200 mic I bought last year. And we mainly only use it when we do interviews. And I thought, let's start using it a little bit more instead of the one with the dead cat. So we'll see how they go.
Dornathan says, bring on a good time. Dave Russell's on. We're going to see him Sunday morning for breakfast at Daytona. Dave, he said he'd be there. So we'll see you at the Beaver Bar. So if anybody wants to come out here, breakfast with us, be there.
Yeah, it's straight pipe. Yeah, no sauce. That guy's going to fire his up over here, too.
Jerry Smith's on. He says hello from the Great White North Minnesota. Good time there.
Julie's on.
Hey, Julie. Mercy Show says now it's breaking up.
Probably because of all these motorcycles driving by, it's so loud that it can't compensate for the sound. So we'll see if that's what it is. I think it's okay now. And we can't do much with that because when they're this guy was just right on top of us. And then that one guy that just drove by, we've got the mic. Loud. We've got the mic kind of towards the street. If it gets too bad, we may have to spin it around. What?
Is the mic fuzzy? No, this one isn't. It almost looks like a studio mic or a mic that...
It's got foam on it.
Yeah. So breaking up, it's too hard to do. Julie says that. Now it's good. Yeah, I think it's if it gets really noisy.
So, Ron, Redfink, did you get your motor home running? Oops. Just lost all my things.
Yep. And the Mercy Show says now it's good. David says, everybody hit that like button. That's right. Hit the thumbs up button to support Bob and Tam.
And this was unscheduled, but we thought, hey, what? I got some great handlebars put on my bike, and I'll talk about a little bit about that tonight on the video for tomorrow. And you guys can see that, and I'm actually very pleased with it. So here's where we're at. We're at George and Peanuts up on Main.
Very good lunch.
Actually, we already had lunch. It's dinner.
Oh, well, whatever. It was the second meal of the day, so we're going to be starving by the time 7 o'clock comes tonight.
Yes, well, we are predicting...
Looks great for weather.
Saturday, they're talking some possibly, I don't know if it's still that way or not.
30% chance of rain.
Let me look and see what the forecast is.
77% it won't.
Well, somebody said it went up. But I mean, we could get like the 4 or 5 o'clock rain like they used to have in Florida.
Hear you great. Okay, so hear you great. 87 prices on too. Hi there, how are you doing?
So it feels like 77. Sky's blue there. You can see that blue sky up there.
A little bit of clouds. I'm hoping the sun goes down a little bit more behind that cloud, and because I can't see that screen at all. I'm looking on my phone. So
right now, let's see. They're saying Saturday it's going to be 84, and oh hell, it's only at night. They're saying At night, it could be a 35% chance of rain. Don't you love it when they tell you it's like a 35% chance? So that's what?
75. It's not.
No,
No.
that's 25. So it'd be 65%.
65.
65% that it's
It won't
not going to rain. So it says is daytime is supposed to be partly cloudy early, scattered thunderstorms developing in the afternoon, high of 84, winds 10, 20, chance of rain. Now there it said 40%, but the other one said 35. Evening partly cloudy skies, lows, but that's it. So other than that, the weather right now is looking ideal. We're going to be in the high 70s on Sunday and Monday, 81 on Tuesday, 84 on Wednesday, 79 on Thursday, 76. They're starting to look a little more predicting a bright 20% chance next Friday. But who knows? You know, it's not uncommon for Florida to have the 4 o'clock rain. You know, set it by your watch. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Lord. The ECM they sent didn't work, and they are idiots. But found a place that said they will get the right one to me this Friday. Did you end up getting that money back for the other one, or did you get screwed on that? Jerry just bought a BMC Hoopster for my 21 Street Glide. Can't wait to see what you got, Bob. Oh, for handlebars is what he's talking about. P.S. No rain, going to be beautiful. That's right. It ain't going to rain. Better off saying it ain't going to. You know, Florida's had some perfect weather here for these last month. They really haven't had a whole. They're making up for that nasty hurricane and all that crap they had a while back. Luckily, we're not on the West Coast. It's been freaking raining on the West Coast for 30 days.
I know, since January. So, yeah, all my grandkids are sick and not feeling good, and they're making them practice for football in the 40-degree temperatures while it's raining, and there's snow up in the mountains. But, yeah, I'll tell you what, if you want to do some skiing anywhere across the country that's ski country, you've got some good snow all over the country.
Oh, yeah. We should be pretty much restored with water. Don't have to bring the piece of shot back to the you didn't want to say it. Piece of crap back to them. Yeah, that's the bad thing about anything. Trying to find quality people to do your work.
Not like it used to be.
No, it used to be people who were responsible and they took pride in what they do. Nowadays, they just want to take your money and kick you out the door.
Take your money and run.
Yeah. So I got some new handlebars today, and like I said, we'll show you that. I got it at All About Customs. Joey did a great job on them today. Probably took about an hour to probably do them, or a little less. But I mean, we were doing a video on it, so the video on it won't come out until probably after the rally because I'm gonna have to edit it. We had 3 cameras running.
Oh, crazy California bars! No.
And no, I didn't get no tape hangers. I actually got some handlebars they come back at you, and so we'll say more. But I'm just gonna show you tonight and tell you what I think about them.
Reduced reach, I think is what he called them. There's Scott. He's on. Hey there, Scott. How you doing? So we're sitting out here on Main Street waiting for the rally to start.
They just put the banners up today. That banner that I had on there, they just put that up. They just finished the last one. They're all the same. The 120th Welcome Riders. That's the same banner every. Ray's Motor Life is on.
It looks nice. That's good.
Whoa, hit the table. Earthquake. So
can you guys see the bikes going by? Greg Mulholland says, waiting for Friday to get here. We can't wait to head to Daytona. There you go.
Now, one thing we want to strictly emphasize is we've already seen a couple guys get killed on motorcycles already.
Be careful.
People out here run the red lights like there's no tomorrow. So if you're riding down the road and it turns green, make sure you slow down and look. We actually stopped at a traffic light. I was completely stopped, and an SUV flew right through it. It might have been the same one that hit the guy about 4 hours later. Just plowed, did the same thing, ran a red light, motorcycle going down Novus, and just picked him off, killed him. So be very, very, anything like that. You really got to watch. That was a Fiat. And you got to really, really watch everybody else. Not so much worry about yourself, but watch what's going on.
The other crazy people on the road.
So far over in not Port Orange, but over in Ormond, on Novus there was a patrolman on a bike, and then one of the guys we talked to said they've been out there on a pretty regular basis. They have, so Ron says they have a 1-star that was my fault. Want to see the worst review, look at the module experts in Jacksonville and leave them bad reviews.
Facebook has those reduced reach. Oh, FB, fat baggers. Yeah, that's the handlebars you got. Yeah, reach 11 inch bars. Yeah, that's 11 after 12.
Yeah.
That's what he got. Jeremy Hill says first timers. First timers to Daytona? That'd be cool.
Our first timers here
Yeah,
with
to
us.
us. I didn't know which one. George is on. Hey, George, how you feeling?
So we've been getting a lot of good subscribers.
Greg says that's sad. Yeah.
We've gained about 350 subscribers this month.
Okay,
So
perfect.
did really good.
Doing great. Cam, thanks. We're warming up here to the upper 30s. Another 35 days till spring. I know. I was looking at that because I know the time changes soon here too, doesn't it? The next couple weeks. I was going to look that up, and then the phone rang or something happened, and I didn't finish looking that up. That's great. These people are driving down the road in their car with their drinks, alcoholic drinks, raised right up in the front of the windshield as they're driving down the road.
That was the best thing we had today. This guy at the bar next door was picking up, I guess, his wife or girlfriend or whatever from the bar, working probably. And there were some cars on here. And all of a sudden, this guy in his truck starts honking his horn. Well, the guy just sits here because he's waiting for his girlfriend or wife, whoever it was, female, to come out and get in the car. And they did, and he kind of moved a couple feet, and the light was red anyway. And I was like, oh, God. Stupid people in cars that don't want to deal with the traffic or the bikes or people backing their bikes up on Main Street, get the hell off of Main Street. This isn't a main thoroughfare here. You know, it's like I said, this guy, then he ran the light. Another moron that ran the light down here. He had a Harley sticker on the back of his truck, but I mean, dude, I don't know if he worked at a bar or worked someplace here and he's in a hurry to get his ass home. Well, he could have turned any of these side streets and got out. When we came down here earlier, it was all backed up on this side. It was mostly cars and pickup trucks. And you seen a freaking bus driving up and down the street here.
One just went by a second ago. It was kind of like a shuttle bus or something. It's not a school bus size, but probably like a 18, 15.
There was a big bus went through, too.
I didn't see that. So Ray's Moto Life says, would like to be great to get 500 before riding season. Yep, that would be good.
So Jeremy Hilden wants to meet up with us. What you need to do is
go to banners. Okay. There you go.
Send us an email with your phone number, and then what we will do is we will give you our phone number, and then you can email us or text us where you're at or ask where we're at, and we'll tell you where we're at during that time.
So Greg says last year was his first time to Daytona, first time meeting us. So that's great, Greg. The Beard says, what's up, you crazy kids? We're sitting here on Main Street. We just had some
lunch,
I guess dinner. And it's in Georgia, it's one of our favorite places. James Keene says, I rode to Florida for 8 years and hydroplaned at 13. Died in surgery 3 times. And I will ride again. There you go, James.
If you heard her at all the motorcycles.
Yep.
Rick Rains is on. Yep, we're doing pretty good. We moved today to another lot. Got out of the campground, lost that. So we are going to meet up with another YouTuber that's actually somebody we followed for a long time, but they're in the RV style of living. And but he bought a Harley, I think last year, the year before, and now he's got another one. I think he's going to leave one down here and leave one up in Arizona. And
that's Terry.
Terry who?
Terry, the one that runs Cruising Cafe.
Where? Oh, they just walk by. Oh.
De Beer says, nice, looks like fun. And Tony says, won't be able to make it this year. Hope to see you all in Myrtle. That's right. Same thing. Text us or email us your phone number. And then once you guys get to where we're going to be or wherever you want to meet us at, then you need to text us because we don't remember everybody's name and where everybody's going to be. But just text us and say, hey, we're down here. We wanted to meet you guys. Where are you going to be today?
Usually it's best to ask each day. If you never know where, like today. We're going to do the handlebars. We were going to go over to Iron Horse and Broken Spoke. We're supposed to do interviews today. That didn't happen. We were supposed to go out to Cackleberry and meet with that guy. He's not showing up till 5 or 6 tonight. So we're waiting until tomorrow to go out there and talk to him. I'm not going to drag out there at 5 or 6 and then find out he still ain't there. I want to make sure he's there before we leave.
Race Motor Life says lunch is at noon. Dinner is with family on a Sunday afternoon. Supper is night.
Girl needs
out.
to pick her swimming suit.
We always said supper. Supper time. Raise Motor Lights. Laugh out loud. Just kidding. And then George says, looks nice in Daytona. Getting a couple of nice days, but can't even ride, with the sidecar. Oh, geez.
Well, somebody told us today, we talked to somebody, I guess this morning she wasn't there, down at the bathhouse where I was at using the bathroom. And they were from Ohio and said they've had like 70-degree weather in Ohio. I'm like, well, people we've been talking to all says there's snow.
Travel, so all is going great for the bike week. So far, so good. Finally got a hold of the chief, and we might be able to meet up with him on Monday if all goes well. She says, be here at 10 unless you hear from me. So
it's gonna be a hectic day on Monday.
Yeah.
So right now, Friday we don't not quite sure. I was screwed up with Confederate Railroad. They're not playing until Sunday night at Cackleberry, so I was wrong on that. We're getting ready to do.
Going the other way.
Well, I just want to make sure that you can still hear us. What happens is the mic can't handle that loud of music or that loud of exhaust or music or anything. It's like when we watched Jackal last year in Panama City. It was the mic just breaks down because it just can't handle that loudness. Oh, look, Neil's on.
Nope. How about that, Neil?
You were coming on till. I thought you weren't coming on till 3. I must be telling you a wrong time. Biker Bells ride should be fun. Hope a lot of folks participate. We hope so too. And that's kind of why we put that video out this morning, because we called Tony from the Buffalo Chip. She's lead. She's one of the people who's going to be in the head group, and they didn't already have anybody signing up. So we want to put that video out there, and it's a chance because now Wednesday we found out what's going on Wednesday. Yeah, Bells ride's on Wednesday, so we don't know if we're doing a ride now or not.
We thought it was Tuesday.
Yeah, so right now that's our ride. If you want to come ride with us, it's going to cost you $25 to go on that ride, and all the money goes to charity. It goes to the women's group.
Neil said it sounded like we was in a can. We were cutting in and out.
That's because the motorcycle's going by.
Yeah. My moto's on. Jeep. How about that?
Did the Jeep go by?
I don't know. Maybe. Don't know.
There is a lot of Jeeps here. I got a line in my face.
It's probably that pole or the tree over there.
Yes, you can take it. And so, pretty exciting. Up at Afflictions. Who's Facebook person?
Oh, I'm not on Facebook.
Maybe that's Willie.
Oh, oops.
I think it is. Is it this one? No, must be the tree.
Yeah, I think it's that tree.
Tree's blocking.
Steven's there on Facebook. Rick Frank's on Facebook. Willie Lane's on Facebook. Willie Lane up at Affliction. Okay, that's Willie.
All right, we're gonna turn the chairs. Hey, it won't be so bad. We're not really being able to see.
Oh, there he is, right there.
Really? Can't see it. The sun's in my eyes.
Well, you go this way, and maybe they can.
No, the sun's gonna be in their eyes.
Oh.
You have to get on this side. Come around here.
I just seen y'all posting that.
Yeah.
I know.
So who's Willie? He's the one that does all the cutting of those great shirts of all those sexy women that he does. I've seen all the pictures you posted from.
Alabama?
No, was it down in Florida? Did you go down to the rally down there in Florida? Sarasota?
No.
Must have been the ones from.
Yeah, Alabama.
It must have been Alabama then. Wasn't sure. I remember seeing them. Yeah, quite a few. Expecting a good rally here.
Hopefully, have a good one.
I think it's gonna be pretty good.
So you'll be down here most of the time? Okay.
And
so when I get that T-shirt cut up, it's down here on Main Street.
What hours are you gonna be down there?
10.
10 to 10? Okay. Starting Friday? Starting tomorrow. It's already on Thursday. You can come down here, get in before the rush. Willing to give you one of them customized shirts just for the beach weather. It's like a sauna. High 80s we've been having every day. How long when did you get here?
Stay here today.
What?
Staying here today.
Oh, okay.
We've been since the week. But
Okay. We've been here about 2 weeks now. So, pretty exciting. So she's running around seeing some subscribers there. Let's see who's on. There's Pawamoto. He's on his way. Neil said better now. When are you going to the vendors at Destination Daytona? The video tonight we'll show you the ones that we seen last night. So you can check that out. It'll show you pretty much everybody there. There's a few vendors, small trucks that have not shown up yet. But most of them all were there yesterday. So we kind of filmed and we walked around some of those. So tonight's video that'll come out from right now, it's 4 o'clock, 5, 6, 7. 3 hours from now, it'll be out. So Neil says hi, Willie.
Hi.
Sit talking.
Yeah, we
Good to see
appreciate
ya.
that.
We'll come down and see you.
Well, I don't want to.
All right. We'll see ya.
Yep.
Great guy.
That's the same guy that was here earlier. And he left.
Oh, that's Paul. There you go.
So, back to YouTube. Steven said
Hi.
it's better. I guess Steven says YouTube's better than Facebook. The sound quality, I guess.
Oh yeah, Ray's Moto Life. Yes. How he does those shirts, I don't know. She was afraid her boob was gonna get cut.
I know. Well, he was cutting it one time, and he's like, "Hold your boobs." And I said, "Why?" And he's like, "Cause your shirt's gonna fall off." And I'm like, "All right."
Audio is still horrible, but
Hearable, but goofy. And it just depends on if something loud goes by, I think.
oh, Steven went back to YouTube, and it's better on YouTube.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube.
Palmoto says, "Hi, it's Sky Champion on Palmoto to the weather report. It's perfect, 0 rain, sunny." There you go. That's our official meteorologist from Miami. Yep. I don't know. Hit that up, I guess. I don't know. Is that? No, I guess it is. Oh, Ray's Motor Life. Nothing wrong with seeing some movies at Daytona. Yeah, well, I hit show. Oh, there it is. It went up. Yep. That's all part of Bike Week, I
You can't
guess.
hit that one because you don't. I hit it. 'Cause you're not on StreamYard. You're on YouTube. So you
Oh.
can't hit it. It's got to
Oh,
be
you did
StreamYard.
it?
I'm
You
doing
bring
it.
it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So pretty excited. Like I said, the banners are up. We got a few more bikes here today than what we had before. We were just, like I said, I had my handlebars put on this morning. We had to move the trailer first this morning. So we moved that over back to the lot we were on originally. So we're back over there on the private property. He's got to do a little work on the
Trailer.
hitch. And he's a welder and does a bunch of stuff. So we're going to let him do it. We were going to move to another lot, but since he can do the work and he's no big hurry, get done in the next week or two, be fine. So did that. Then we went over to All About Customs over right across from
JP Cycle.
JP Cycles. And the way they've got it now, which I don't like, and I don't think they've done this before, you now have to go by the truck stop, go around that way, and come in through J&P Cycles. They will not let you come from the other
It's
end.
a one-way road.
Yeah, which I don't think it ever was. They always kind of had it. So now when you leave, you always got to make that right. You got to make a stupid U-turn. I'm going to go complain to Shelly and say that's more. They should have it going the other way.
Somebody's going to get killed.
Yeah.
I'm on
And
YouTube, and maybe it's a little better. Bob sounds like himself, not grumpy.
grumpy.
Grumby.
Grumpy.
Gummy. Gumby? I don't know. Terminator. That's what Rat Paint calls him, Terminator.
Yeah.
Still good. Oh, that was not
That
her.
wasn't the same girl.
No. From the back, it looked like her.
So pretty exciting. So like I said, we didn't have a whole lot to do this afternoon. So like I said, we made a stop at the Iron Horse. They're going to be open tomorrow. Supposed to be in the back. Pretty much everything's opening like a soft start tomorrow. Some of the vendors are already there. Rick Rack's already up and going. Joey from All About Customs, he was up and going today. Anybody else that was working today?
I think that Trask over there.
Trask was doing some stuff over there too.
We didn't go far enough to see Sarah.
I don't. When I went by there yesterday, it was just a guy, the truck driver, was the only person there. So I don't know if they even got set up or not. Fair and Exchange, they're doing work already. So if you want to get something, but Speeds is already busy. I think they were starting today. They said so. A lot of the vendors are busy. So if you're wanting to get some work done, you need to call them, get on their Facebook page, set up an appointment, because that way you don't. That's what I always do. Which I think everybody's listening to us, because it gets to be now that a lot of these vendors are saying the next 2 or 3 days we are swamped. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they can't hardly take any more work in. So Ray's Motor Life says, Neil, it's you. It's probably all the snow blocking the signal. Yeah. Up there in Alaska, they're jealous of Daytona's sunshine, so they're restricting you from seeing and hearing us.
Yep.
Brick Wreck has been going on since yesterday. My buddy works there. They just installed a new headlight. They
Is that
made
Hell's on Two Wheels? We saw him today. He said hi.
yeah.
He was there.
And I don't know why they don't, because now they're doing. I guess they're doing their van or something now. Isn't it the one that got a van? Is it
Hell's on Two Wheels? I don't
think
know.
they're the ones that got a van now, and they're doing van videos.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
So I don't know.
We don't get to watch YouTube as much as
That's right.
we used to. We
Yep.
used to watch it all the time, but now that you do it, you don't.
Well,
have
that
time
and
to do
we're
it. Watch
busy. I'm
it.
editing. Fair and Exchange does free install on their audio. I think they do. If you buy their stuff from them, and a lot of their stuff has already got the labor mixed in, already in with the price. Is Amsel Adam up and running yet? Yes. We drove by there yesterday. He was finishing up his touching to goalie. We know one of our subscribers is going there tomorrow on Thursday.
To get rub jugs.
No, that switch. He's going to get that switch
Oh, yeah.
replaced.
Bob, I believe that probably will never mind. I'm nice.
Mhm.
That was Neil.
So everything seems to be
Dan Kite set up. Yes.
yes.
He's
He
got
was-
a new tent. It's like a lot bigger than it was.
But he doesn't. His trailer's not there. Usually he has his little
trailer.
pull behind trailer he has behind it, and it wasn't there. So that's I don't know if it showed up today or not. We didn't go over there today.
In it where we were at, it was like right catty corner. I didn't see it. I saw the tent and it was still down.
Let's stop talking with him. 1 second go by. Can't hear you.
So I didn't see him. I saw the tent and it was still down, like lowered. It wasn't like he wasn't in there working. Dan Kite. So I don't know. Raised Moto Life says yes. Hell's on Two Wheels. Okay. Tom Moto says hit the thumbs up, like button, and stay tuned to Excellent Adventures. I don't know. They hit that for some reason. That was Tom Moto.
Then let's not be Hells on Two Wheels that are doing that van. It's another YouTuber, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of everybody if we're not really watching them anymore. So not saying I'm not watching. We just don't have time to really watch a lot of videos. I clicked on the Monkey Man's the other day just because he said he got his Portster all back together.
Yeah.
I can't, which I did. I wrote on there, I don't believe you got it done by yourself. And maybe he did. Applaud if he did. For being a week away and it was completely in pieces.
He
And
probably worked 24/7 on it.
I don't know. He's so far behind on his personal work that he's got to work. I think Wednesday night or Tuesday night when he gets here, he's got to get. I think it's the day he's going to the
He's
Fair
in
and
Tuesday,
Exchange.
and then
He's going to the Fair and Exchange, and he's got to go home and do
then
work.
the next day. Or whatever.
So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Yes, yes, yes. We appreciate
Vic
that.
said you should ask Adam about his old lifts because he replaced them with new ones.
We did already. Most of his lifts, one, they're in really rough shape. Two, he's getting ready to put more lifts in his shop. So we'd already talked to him about it because when I first seen him, but then he told me all the things that were wrong with them. So it's like I didn't really want something that's they're heavy. You know, they weigh almost 1,000 pounds, 800, 950 pounds, depending on what brand it is. We found a couple that I can get a pretty good deal new, but right now our next thing is to try to get the furnace and the air conditioner done. You should ask Adam. Okay, we already did that.
You guys watch who watches you, obviously.
Well, yeah, that too.
Well, Palmoto sends us his stuff through Messenger and stuff, so we get to see a lot of that. And he must just send the shorts because I guess he said he had some big videos too we didn't see. But Palmoto, the old saying, keep your enemies close.
So, but I mean, the problem is if it's there's a lot of people we just don't watch. A lot of these, nothing wrong with the girls' videos that they're putting out videos. Some of them are probably great people. I just don't have time to watch them. And a lot of them, I think, are more of a sex appeal video than they are actually showing you something. And that's fine. That's good for them. And they got it, flaunt it, use it before it's gone. So
it's gone for me.
So when you look at all these different things and stuff like that, and it's just hard. Like, even Adam Sandoval, that's somebody we watched when we first kind of started, before we ever did YouTube videos. He was kind of the first person I ever watched. And, and I got to where I didn't really watch him very much. So unless somebody has a thumbnail that I see that's really something that I'm like the Monkey Man. When he said, I got my bike running, I'm like, sure you did. So I clicked on it. I didn't watch the whole video, but I thumbed through it to hear what, I wrote a comment down there. And,
Gave you thumbs up?
And I see by just watching his lives and some of the things he's done, I can tell he watches us too. He just doesn't make any comments. And that's fine. A lot of people don't comment on other people's videos. We got a guy over here trying to show us how cool his stereo is.
Got a little doggy.
Two dogs in there. So how loud can he make that stereo go? That's good up there.
I want to go and turn that down.
Everybody heard in their ears. There's a Vander Hall who's gone by a couple of times. And so nobody else said nothing. So pretty exciting here on Main Street. We're just, like I say, just killing some time. Thought, hey, let's do a quick live before the main video comes up tonight. And it's going to be all about what says who's who, who's here. So we went around and checked out a couple different places, Cabbage Patch. We sent the drone up a couple places, let you see what's going on there. Went over to Camp Easy Ride. He's setting up yesterday. Went to the dealership. We kind of walked around there. She didn't want the drone flying. Teddy is new. You have to get his permission, and he's not here to ask, so I'm not going to contact him. Lots of bar girl videos. Not much valuable content about things to do aside from you guys, and that's what we try to do. We got some girls today down here at the bar, and we'll kind of throw some of them on maybe tonight's video that I make for tomorrow.
She was all excited. I said, "Can I take a picture and say, hey, welcome out to Main Street to live?"
There's motorbikes.
And they
Fan hits.
that almost no. I thought maybe it was and it looked like Finley.
Oh.
But and she said sure, and so she did a little thing, and I asked her to take a picture, and she's like, "Are you? What's your name?" And I said Tam. She's like, "Oh, you're Tam."
And she can remember the stickers. She can tell she hadn't been watching for a while. She remembers the trailer. Did you have that little trailer that had like the little hitch on it?
She said your old one was.
I know.
So she knew it already had changed.
And but she didn't. I don't think she actually. When you said to take a picture with Bob and me, you said she kind of looked at that guy before she looked at me, like she thought that guy was me. So apparently, her fan, not my fan. Everybody's her fan. Nobody's my fan. So, yeah. So what else are we doing today? That's about it. If I go back, because we did a video today on the handlebars that we're going to put out probably after this, because it's going to take me a while to edit this one. We had 3 cameras running, a different audio, and I got to find the best scenes, got to cut it, make it sound right, make it look good. If you watch this Fat Tire one, we did that. Kind of similar, same setup there. So hopefully this will turn out really good, because you never know about the footage till I get back and download it and see how the sound sounds. So we put the better lapel mic on him, so hopefully, but at the end it cut off. Camera was running out of battery. Took a little longer than I thought. And when we're riding the motorcycle now, I don't have all the gear with us like we do when we have a truck. We have a lot more bags we can bring along with us. So pretty much from now on, we'll probably be driving the motorcycle. We put about
known worldwide.
Yeah, we've got about 275 miles on the bike in 2 days. First day was 220. So today it shows you how much we rode today. But yeah, we're all the way over in Port Orange. We're over there by First Turn and Doghouse, all that. We're real close to all that. Did you happen to catch the Baggers and Brews video on what Harley is getting for that ride home on 21st Street?
No,
not right off. I seen the video come up, but it looked like they were going to be alive, and I'm not going to sit through it all. So I don't know.
Somebody was asking us, and I don't know if it was you, Scott, or not, like about rides going to Milwaukee the 120th, and we took a picture somewhere.
Yeah, it was that. I think it's that. No, I think it's here. Yeah, Teddy Morris.
Yeah.
So we've got a picture of where all the starting dealerships are at. I don't know if
where
that's what we
they're
talked
picking people up.
Did you hear about, which I didn't do a video on, I'm not going to have time to do it. Did you hear about the new carbon fiber Harley Davidson motorcycle that they designed over in Switzerland? It's got 125 horsepower coming out of it. There was an article came up. I kind of read a little bit of it, but I didn't have. Actually, I think I took a picture of it. And I was like, I don't have time to do it. I'd love to do a breaking news on it, but I just, with the rally going on and everything, I just don't have time to do all that.
So Troy, yes, I did that last night while he was editing. I got a calendar and I put every day. The first page is everything that's going on all during Bike Week. Where what T-shirt's going to be contest, where You can do the demo rides, all that stuff. So I've got that, and then Friday I've got what's going on Friday, what's going on Saturday, what's going on Sunday. Either a video at night of what's going on tomorrow, or I do a video in the morning of what's going on that day.
Yeah. So they're calling the bike a night rod, and so it's supposed to be another stunning custom bike. I think it's another bike that they're trying to build for the kids.
Hi, Michael.
And so it's similar to the V-Rod setup. And I didn't cover the whole thing. Yeah, I thought I had shot the top of it, but it's not. It just says the Harley Davidson Punisher is a night rod loaded with carbon fiber, but it's out of Switzerland. So, other than that, I don't know nothing more about it.
Kevin, is it because of all the
What's happening?
Kamoto again? It says, good to know you guys.
Yeah, it's just a show. I don't know, maybe because he's putting all the emojis on there and stuff.
You said I couldn't do it.
No, if it's showing on your phone, you can do it. I was kind of iffy on Daytona due to the minimum riding distance, but you found lots of cool things to do. Well, that's the idea of this rally is there's a lot of stuff here to do. And not a lot of riding, but there's a lot of neat stuff to do. You know, we didn't even make it to the Treehouse yet, restaurant and bar that's out there somewhere. That we haven't got a chance to go to that yet. We probably won't get to because tomorrow we got to hit a lot of the vendors. Thursday was the day that they're going to allow us to film their place and talk about it, but pretty much that. But I mean, there's still vendors showing up today, and they'll be showing up probably tomorrow afternoon too. Because typically the rally really doesn't start till Friday. All the big trucks are here, but the little people aren't here yet. It's got like Admin Black. They weren't out here yet. That's my Monkey Man's going there. There's someplace. I never can find them. I seen them when they were in Destination Daytona. I don't know where the heck they were ever at. Or when they were in Black Hills Harley, we found them. But I don't know where the heck they always set up in Destination Daytona. I never see them. Ciro's moved their truck. We're going to be doing that meet and greet there. So right now, here's our agenda. Friday, we don't know. Saturday is we're doing the Sons of Speeds. If you want to be where we're at, you got to get the $100 VIP pass, which includes Friday, and you get to have dinner Friday night with the racers. And then Saturday, you get to be down in the pits with all the stuff going on. So Saturday night, if we have time, we're going to Delane for an hour or so. I'd like to just drive down Main Street, there, whatever, Woodland Road, just to say we filmed it, got it. There you go, see it. I don't know if they have vendors. I don't know what the heck
they said they have vendors, they have bands, they have Apple.
I gotta stop. Noisy. And does he intentionally sit here on purpose? And that's why I didn't turn the camera that way, because you couldn't even see him. It was just a blur. But I guess he knows the people behind us. That he just got his carburetor rebuilt. That's about the only cool thing that I kind of like about Daytona is you see a lot of really unique custom bikes. See a lot of old bikes. Some of these guys ride them every single day down here. And it's, to me, that's kind of neat versus all these guys. Like, you go to a normal bike show in Sturgis or wherever it is.
New England Biker says Harley has a new crate engine at 135 CI question mark. Remember when we were there? I don't know if it was last year or 1 year, and that guy that was parked next to us out at Ross Myers, he had just had like, I thought it was a 140 or something he had put in, remember? We thought it was huge. It was bigger than...
So, Troy, we do videos on things to do. Now, we don't put it all into one category because it'd be a several-hour video. So, what we did is we did one 2 days ago that covered Main Street here. We also went around today. Tonight's video is going to show you a burning bike, show you what kind of setup they've got out there, what they're doing. We go over to Cabbage Patch and Cackleberry, put up the drone, kind of see what they've got going on. We went out, also show you at Fast Lane where the burning bike is. We're going to show you the flyers to show you what they've got going on out there. The last Friday is their big party night. And then where we go after that? Oh, we went to Destination Daytona. We stopped down at the Beaver Bar. Sunday, we are doing our breakfast at the Beaver Bar. Starts at 8 a.m. We'll be there about 7:45. Talk to her. She said some people actually show up at 7:30. But 7:30, quarter till is when we get there. If you want to come on down. We'll probably hang out there a couple hours, probably till at least 9 or 10. So if you want to come down and check us out there. But the problem with a lot of the stuff that you do here, going back to what Troy said, a more video showing you everything you do. You can go back and watch our playlist. We show you some of the other different things that you can do out here. But see, a lot of these little bars have a lot of different things. Just like last Saturday, the very last Saturday, Doghouse has the midgets come in and wrestle. It's all right to call them midgets. They call themselves midgets.
Micro midget wrestling.
Yep. And that's a great time. And so there's a lot of great Clint Ford. Is that what it is? Clint
Colt Ford.
Colt Ford is coming out to Cackleberry too. He's playing.
Brown's going to be at Mars.
Yeah. So there's a few not too bad of people, not super big, but I mean Jackal's here, and if you're what's the hippie band called?
War Hippies.
War Hippies. I've never heard of these people, but it's somebody Harley Davidson corporate paid for. So who knows? But, I mean, there's bike shows out the wazoo. She wrote up a list of some of the things, and we'll go through them daily and show you.
I was thinking I should type them up too, and we could put them on Facebook. And then it'll have the date, and then whatever day you want to look at, it'll be on our Facebook page.
And so what we just basically did is went to all their Facebook pages, found things. But I mean, there's some things that aren't happening.
I didn't put every single band.
Yeah, well, because most of the house bands, go look for them. We just showed you where Jasmine Kane is going to be down here for 2 nights here at Dirty Harry's, so you can check that out. That was a video yesterday. It's
going to be at the Doghouse, I think.
Friday night. Yeah, they're having a big party Thursday night. Pre-party. Yep. Big Engine's going to be there. Big Engine's also going to be playing down the street here at Main Street Bar. I seen it on theirs.
Okay. Main Street Station.
Yeah. So I seen it on their sign. So sometimes it's just best to go to all their little. We can't. Big Engine's big here in Florida, but nobody other than that. If you were in Sturgeon and said Big Engine, they're like, "Who's Big Engine?" So it's a big Florida band. And so they play a lot of cover songs. I don't know if they got any their own music. Bike shows are out the wazoo. You know, there's probably freaking 100 bike shows going on down here. Michael's on. Got to know you guys. Bike reviews are.
You ever hear why that guy's bike wouldn't start the other day? Oh, yeah. Yes. Our subscriber.
Had a bad
connection
on the battery.
So, and he's had that done last, I guess, by Oktoberfest.
We won't say who did it.
So it probably just came loose. It didn't get tight.
Sometimes things happen.
Well, it said it was a bear to get in. So
all the batteries are a bear to get in. Nowadays they are. Have you heard about Harley's 134? Okay, I must be behind. You already said that. No, we have not heard about the 135.
Dale said he thought that was Rapping's bike next door. Scott said
Peanut and George's opens at 9 a.m. for breakfast, and they serve till 11. And then they're open till midnight. And they're open every day of the week starting next week. Normally they're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, but they will be open from 9 on. There's a lot of great places here to have breakfast. That's what's kind of neat about here. Another one of our favorite places is Pat's Kitchen. Look that one up. Great place.
We need to find
weeny place, but they got like 6 tables in there.
Dave's Crazy Taylor. He told us about it. We'll have to meet him for breakfast there one morning.
Ever hear why that guy? Okay, you already said that.
Scott said, Bob did Ink Bikers did a video on Drop It On Today. Neil said you have to look. Troy said we all can't be winners. New England Biker said a lot of YouTubers show us what they do, but you guys show us what we can do. Appreciate it. Neil said, what? No participation trophy? M-Medic 1839 says, hope you're enjoying your lovely Florida weather. Our lovely Florida weather. Yes, we are. Thank you very much for providing this wonderful weather and low humidity, no rain. Papa says he's definitely into the wrestling. Brandon McDaniel says howdy. And Troy says definitely a participation trophy. I don't know what a participation trophy means. So I'll do that. I'll type it up. Ryder X always says I need to put it on our website too. But I don't know if I'll get that far, but I'll definitely get it up. I'll type it up and put it on Facebook.
So yes, I do see that video. Maybe I'll watch it. A lot of times I do is I just talk to like SNS and some of the people like that, and they'll give us a little bit more of a technical group. I can tell you a lot of opinions, what I think about things, but I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. I didn't go to school to be a motorcycle mechanic. I didn't be trained by anybody. Now that may change because we do have Dino Jet wants to train me.
Bucky's Cup? Oh, there he is. Can't see it.
But what's funny about some of this stuff, just like the 135 crate motor, what are you going to use for a tuner? Tuners are against the law. Harley can't sell a tuner. So you're telling me you can take the factory one and get it close enough that it's going to be run right? I don't know. I don't believe all that. So Palmoto, and Troy, definitely a
So
participation.
Palmoto, you gonna stay through? Was it Friday
No,
or Saturday?
He's come. No, he's going home. So he's going to be here. He's coming Thursday, I think. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday he goes home. Then he'll be back on Thursday again.
So I found a lot. I was gonna try to remember where it was at. It was right past International Speedway on Nova, and right before you get to that Bethview, there's a whole lot concreted, and there's nothing on it. There's where you could do your stunts.
You just don't, cops catch you, then you got to go chase you off. And sometimes it's private property. It's probably is private property.
Oh.
But I don't know.
But it was flat. It was all concreted.
Yeah.
Huge lot.
But they're supposed to do something at the fair, at the flea market in Tamaka Road there. Now, we drove in there. That's on the night's video, too. We drove in there, drove around. Some of the vendors were setting up their displays. It's mostly people selling stuff, bikes, parts, all kinds of stuff. Same thing that's out at Fastlane. Not the same thing, but the same swap meet style. So we drove through that yesterday. But once again, they can't really open till Friday because of the permits that they have on that. So we may get a little more than that maybe on Friday we'll go up there and see what they got. So once again, some nice loud music. And I would say if they build it, they will come, but the street's been here way before the rally was ever here.
You should put this on the other thing, and I can turn the camera around and set it that way.
So loud. Damn bikes. We'll get some more tea.
What was that? He put it on the Facebook page, or maybe it was Sturgis. The Time article from 1982.
Oh yeah, it said
Hooligan.
Yeah.
Harley hooligans.
Yeah, it was in 1981 or something, and said the bikers are coming to town again, and 30,000 Harley hooligans are on their way. And it's like, yeah, which it is. And then most of the time, that's the bad thing about the motorcycle industry. When they get a lot of bikers together, that's what they think. Oh, they're here for bad news. They're these clubs that tear the streets up and kill people and all this stuff. And no, I did not get my boot fixed. Ended up being, we finally found, we went down to the flea market and he can't fix it. So we took it over to the boot guy that he recommended just to put a zipper in. He wanted $65. And then the other one needed something that was $35. Then he seen one of my heels needed to be replaced. I could buy a whole brand new pair of boots for $165. So we're probably not going to get the boots fixed. So they're in the back of the truck now. They're not even in the trailer anymore. So I did find them they're not made anymore, but I did find them on Amazon or something, but I haven't ordered them. She spent my money on the key fob that she didn't lose. Somebody said I'm the only one that was wrong because I admitted I screwed up the video last night. And no, she's not in trouble for losing the key now. She's in trouble for spending $189 on a key we don't need. But well, that's a third key. We don't need a third key. We don't lose keys. I don't know if we've ever lost a key. Not a car key, at least. Maybe a lock key or something like that. But never any of our cars. We still have all the original FOMs. Somebody was saying today that you're no longer in trouble because you found your FOM. But what you're in trouble for is $189 that we didn't even get. Black on your lip. Still there. Go in the bathroom or turn your phone on. So, attention, I don't condemn stunts. Oh, condone stunts. Bad news is we went up the other day, Kawamoto. We went up to right here.
On?
No,
I can't see
it's gone
it.
now. It's on my fingers right there. A lot bigger than that before. So we went up to Adamak up in Jacksonville, and you talk about these guys that did stunts. They did a couple wheelies. They did some burnouts. They did some donuts. They stood on the side of their bike, and they're like, "That's it, 10 minutes." We drove all the way up there, 100 freaking miles to see this stunt show, and it was pretty sad.
It was no more than 15 minutes. That was giving them a lot. And I said, "Is it over already?" Because we were. Because that's before we started the live one. Then it was right during.
So in 2 days, our first meetup's actually going to be at Beaver Bar. Beaver Bar on Sunday. We're doing the breakfast there with them. It's only $7. I said 12.
I think it's
$7. I thought it was just 7 even. I think it's all you can eat. So we'll be there a couple hours. So check us out there. After that, Monday, what are we doing in the morning? Oh, we're doing the
Bike Builders Breakfast, Flying Pistons Bike Builders Breakfast.
now that cost, I think it's 20 or $25. You got to go to Destination Daytona to get that.
Get a free breakfast and you get to me.
We'll be there from about 8:30 till about what time we have to be there? 10, 11?
Probably only 8:30 to 9:30.
Yeah.
And then we have to go and have the interview with the chief.
And then we're going to be back, same lot. We're going to go over to Cyril 3D. They actually put us on their thing today. Some other YouTuber's going to be there another day. We're going to be at Cyril 3D, which is actually now in front of Destination Daytona. They're kind of like right behind Hooligan's Bar. If you watch the video tonight, it'll show you where they're at. We'll be there from noon till 2 on Monday. Monday night, I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, Sunday night, did you do the industry?
We'll talk about that. We're waiting to make sure that everybody's invited to that. So the bearded guy, Jeff, is on Wallace.
And Gloria.
And did you find the lost key? Yes. Right next to her bed where she said she'd already looked. Must have took it to bed with her.
I don't know. I don't know how it showed up there.
Says I'm being mean to you.
He's always mean.
Yeah. Ask her what she doesn't. What do you need? What do you need?
I could use a lot of things.
Yeah.
Could use $1 million. And then
I could use that too.
David Eastwood's on.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
9mm James. You know she's innocent. Troy Bloom says 30,000. That's one on street now.
Oh, that's on one street. Oh, talking about Sturgis. I was saying 30,000 hooligans.
Did you find a chicken bone lady?
No, we have not.
That's in Lakewood. Lakeland. Lake City. Yeah, Robert, I want to know that city. I knew it. Said that he was turned out. I knew.
Well, we were. No, she didn't know
Yes.
that. Because where did you think you left it at? The dealership.
Well,
Or at the restaurant.
know.
Well, the odds are that's where we suspected it was at. So the chances of getting that back, since nobody found it right away, if it's laying in the grass or something that gets mowed on, whatever happens there, things that happen.
I believe in prayer, and I was praying and
Well, you
asking
should've-
God
then you
to
should've-
show me.
Then you should have said, let's not buy a key then yet.
Because something kept telling me, which I'm assuming God, it was on the floor, and it was someplace it could be found. Like it was either in the truck or the trailer.
So everybody says I'm mean. How many things do you lose? And who finds them all for you?
And who finds your stuff? I find a lot of your stuff. Yes, I do.
I find way more stuff of yours. Yes. I'll start writing it down and tell you guys all the stuff that
Hi
she.
from Sunny for a change, Chicago. There you go, Dinah Fender. That's nice that you get some sun. I will wish it all upon you after the rally's over. That the sunshine is dispersed throughout the country. I think you need to go to the local news outlet and advertise the chicken lady, offer an award. She could be the Florida woman chicken bone lady instead of Florida man.
Yep. So we've got 72 people on. Welcome to Daytona pre-bike rally. A lot of the vendors are already open today. Mainly, most of the ones that are open are at Destination Daytona.
The big ones.
Because of permit issues. They get away with it a little bit better than some of the other ones,
Because it's not a
like
private
at the
lot.
Speedway. Speedway's kind of strict, like Adam. I think actually physically he can't, not supposed to be open until tomorrow. But I mean, you could have a bike in there and saying, "Hey, But I mean, I don't know how strict they are over there. We haven't really even said anything to Adam yet. I don't know if you've seen us drive by yesterday.
Yeah.
That video is up tonight, so check that out. You'll see some of the vendors. We also go through the swap meet and stuff, show you what's kind of going on out there, kind of show you some of the different places. We've never stopped at the swap meet there on Tamaka Road. And that looks like a pretty big operation they got there. Not where the normal flea market is. It's over between the campground and the main road coming in. So a big square area there. That
Yeah, they say that's where they do the burnouts and stuff.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Stuff
find
shows.
that
I don't
out.
know where that's
So
at.
probably on maybe tomorrow, if we have time, we'll swing by there and see what we can see. But definitely we're gonna be there Friday because our winner of the Camp Easy Ride is gonna be coming in on Friday, and we want to kind of show you his tent, talk to him, and let you guys see who won and all that kind of neat stuff. So it's kind of exciting. So, but yeah, it's weather's been beautiful. It's windy, but not windy enough it's gonna blow your bike over.
It's like a nice breeze. It's not windy where it's going to knock you down, but it's a nice breeze to pull you off when you're in the shade. Little humid, not horrible. I'm not going to complain about the humidity.
No, Harley, we're not gonna put that third key in a safe place. Well, once we get home, it goes in the lockbox. We'll probably never. When we sell the truck, we'll probably say, "What the hell does this key go to?" I'm skipping Sturgis this year, but going to party at the Pen in Boise. You should check that out. But we're kind of stuck at Sturgis now the next couple of years, probably. I really like Sturgis. I know there's a lot of other little rallies and stuff, but Sturgis is the granddaddy of rallies. No matter what anybody says, there's nothing can touch what Sturgis is because it has everything.
I don't know if we'll do it this year, but one year when we get there early, I'd like to drive right up to that Beartooth Pass that's up in Montana and go up there. I think it takes all day to get there. And then you take a day to ride it, and then a day to come home. So you have to stay up there 2 nights. There's a bunch of little scooters.
So Palmoto says if you catch up with him, he's going to have stickers and merch for everybody. So
there you
check
go.
him out. He great
He
guy.
gave us t-shirts last.
Yep. You guys sound like you're married in 43 years. Holy Jennifer Troopers, Batman. Seems like 50. I had cell phone in my hand, but was wondering what I did with it. Well, on our phones, we put 360 app. Is it Live 360?
Yeah, Live 360.
And it doesn't cost you nothing. You put it on all the phones. Got the kids on it. Shows you where it's at.
Grandkids.
I'm bad about leaving the phone. I forget to grab it when we leave. And I'm like,
Then it freaks out.
No, I said, check and see. Is the phone lane?
If the
in
phone's
the trailer.
back at the trailer.
Then it's fine. Or if it's at home, whatever. I just don't have it. That's usually I leave it on the chargers. So usually I get up in the morning and I answer you guys' answer your question, comments. And then I usually plug it back in the charger because depending on what we do, I may not have a phone charger like the bike now. We got that new Zero 3D charger working really great. Keeping my phone up.
He's thinking how you lose things. I've done that before. When our one daughter calls, she talks, Minnie Marie, and I'll be on the phone, and when we're running errands, we run in and out, and every time I get back in the truck, I always look for my phone to make sure, I didn't leave it in wherever we were just at. So we stop a couple times. I'm on the phone with my daughter. I get in the truck, and I'm looking. He's like, "What are you looking for?" And I'm like, "I'm looking for my phone." Oh,
you're on it. What's the number one thing that we've had to go back and get several times that you've left? One time she left it 150 freaking miles from home. We're pulling in the driveway, phone rings, and they're like, "Do you know a Teresa?" Because that's her legal name, Teresa. And I'm like, I think you need to talk to somebody. She left her purse at the Jack in the Box that we stopped at in Barstow. And
right in the middle of California where we were living.
And if you ever watched that movie, what was that movie that had Barstow in it?
Oh, the chimp.
The movie that had those monkeys in it. There was cartoon.
It was a cartoon.
And the monkeys jump out of it on the moon. And they're look, we're at Barstow. She's probably the only one in the movie that
was
laughing.
Gosh, I thought I was going to bust a gun.
Because we know what Barstow is. It's like the moon out there. So Stephen Test is going to be here on Wednesday. So if you want to, Stephen, if you want to get our phone number where you can text us, and then we text you back and tell you where we're at, you can do that right there. So
sounds the crowd. My girls hate these events. The crowd, it's picking up, but I'm sure it's going to get a lot busier.
Okay, so Destination Daytona is what the whole property is called. So even when it was Bruce Rossmeyer's Harley Davidson, so it never did say Destination Daytona on the building. It just said Bruce Rossmeyer. So now it says Teddy Morrison, but the outlet store, I think it had Destination Daytona on it.
I think that whole
Yeah, that's what
complex
you said.
area was called.
And so
Destination
it's
Daytona.
still calling it Destination Daytona. So yes, that's still being said.
We thought if they changed the name.
Comes that guy with that loud music again. I don't really like these guys that, they're like 60 years old and they're playing rap music, and it's like, I just want to go up to them and say, tell me the name of the song, and who is it? It's guys, like when we live on the river, you get these guys got $1 million cigar boats, and they drive around by themselves trying to pick up 20-year-old girls or 18-year-old girls, whatever they can find. And they think they're, by riding this, I'm cool, look at me. It's like, dude, you don't have to. It's like this guy. I don't know what they prove. It's like, hey, he's playing a heavy rap song. He's a weapon. And his buddy behind him. What she likes is when you pull up this sign with like 10 guys, and they're all cranked all the way up, and they're all playing some other crap, different songs. And how they can hear what the hell they're doing, I don't know.
Steven says we'll do. Steven says.
How's the crowd? Well, the crowd will probably be crazy, but it's not bad yet.
It's getting busier. Every day is busier.
There's a lot of, this is tourists. This is spring break time too. Somebody just came a while ago and told her, what about the beach?
The beach was packed. When I went in to order for our lunch or dinner, whatever it was we had, supper, when we went in there, they said, these couple came in and they're like, oh my gosh, we were just down at the beach and it's packed. So
there's a big spring break area. A lot of young girls. So if you're a single guy looking to pick girls up, make sure you check their IDs. Don't want to go to prison here. This is like Russia. You might go to the prison here. You may never see you again. So just a word of advice. Usually, that's like I always tell people. That's one of the things I didn't see so much in Daytona this year. But last year was like that. Every place I looked, that you see on the Facebook page and stuff, they're like, where do we pick girls up when we're coming down there, man? Tell me where the best place to pick up a girl and all this stuff. And it's like, dude, and I always write this back, dude, where do you live? You got a motorcycle. You're coming down here to Daytona. You got a place to stay. If you can't find a girl in your hometown that wants a free trip to Daytona, there's probably something wrong with you. And they're probably going to see that when you get here, too. You're not going to be that super cool guy that you never were. So Troy says that the Beartooth Pass is awesome. Also do Chief Joseph's Highway. Great riding and beautiful riding. So is Beartooth Pass, is it a lot of curvy? Is it a curvy road? That's what happened when we went up there to New Hampshire and rode in...
Tankamungus.
Yeah. Not impressed at all.
It was a beautiful ride, but it wasn't challenging.
If I would have known that. Actually, all the riding I did up there, we spent 3 long days riding up there, and there was nothing that I haven't seen someplace else that we rode. We wasted all that time, and I could have shot a lot of other content and done a lot of other things. We drove 1,500 miles while we were up there, all over the place. It was all right riding, but you couldn't find places to eat. Half the towns had no gas stations in it. They don't open up till Thursday or Friday. They could care less that there's a rally going on. It just wasn't a lot of great riding. Same thing here in Florida. There ain't no riding here early in Florida. Riding the loop ain't a ride. Even if you're going down to the Keys, that's not a ride. It's a destination. So, yes, there's a lot of places here. You can go over to Tampa and check that out, but you're pretty much riding a straight highway all the way there and back. And they say the 4 is just horrible now.
They've been there, done both, the Grizzly and Yellowstone. I saw that.
Dawn's in the house.
They don't obey the laws and they jaywalk. Rapping says, cool whip. Dawn's on. And Neil said hi to Rapping. Jerry Smith said, had to leave for a bit. Did you talk about your new bars yet?
No. That's going to be on the video tomorrow. When you watch the video tomorrow night, we're going to talk about the bars. Hopefully it won't be dark when we leave here. We've already been on over an hour, so we won't go too much longer. So we'll do it. Plus, I only got 38% on the phone yet. So can't go too much longer.
46.
Well, this phone had better internet. Oh. That's why I went with this one. It's using AT&T on our Verizon phone. So I don't really know what's going on there. So Neil said he didn't get any snow. He was thanking God up there.
Yeah.
And so it's sometimes it could just
Haven't seen him yet.
Could be just awful cold. Could be more than just the snow. Yeah, we haven't. Jesse James will show up here. Let's see, he's playing Saturday. He'll probably be around that Thursday or Friday the last weekend. Usually they have a veterans uh, thing down there where he's playing at. They'll usually get there the weekend before. And Jesse will usually be there. That's how she's gotten some pretty good interviews. Jesse's a great guy. He always has time to talk to us and stuff. So I like him. And I don't want to stay at the campground. It's too far out. But nothing wrong with Jesse. I like you. Jesse's got a great campground over there. Happy Hoyle. Same
That
thing.
guy is full of energy. I don't know where he gets all his energy.
He gets there 2 or 3 weeks before the rally, and he busts his butt. And he's out there digging it. They're putting in new spots. Every year they've been putting in about 200 new full hookups out there. I think they're up to about 1,000 spots now. Hey, Neil says it's 18 degrees. Yeah.
I'm glad for you. What snow? Wrapping says.
At least where we live, well, not so much now, but when we lived in California, we could look out in the window and see snow on the mountain. That was all about as close as we needed to get.
Yep. If we wanted to really be in it, we could just drive up the mountain.
That's right. And where we lived in Southern California, we only lived there for 17 years, but it was the only place, like in June, you could go down, get up at 5 in the morning, be down at the beach. You could surf all morning long.
Nope.
City of Sturgis is calling.
Oh, crap. Now what are you going to do?
Yeah, I don't know. He can't answer. Send a message. Be back later. See if that works for him. Or they can leave a message. City of Sturgis was calling us. Holy smokes! We're important people.
No, it's 5, so it's what, 3 there?
Yeah, it's still
Always
early.
different.
We'll have time to talk to them. And hopefully they'll leave a message. Must be something exciting they want to tell us in Sturgis. I was thinking it was Daytona calling. I wasn't thinking it was Sturgis up there. Not in heaven, but
Up north.
yeah.
North and back west.
Yeah. Midwest and up.
Yep. Wrapping. Let us know. What does that one say?
It just says the happy face. So yeah. So pretty neat. It's I think it's gonna be a great rally. You know, if it rains a little bit on Saturday, as long as it's late afternoon, who cares? Hopefully we'll get the Sons of Speeds ride done before races and stuff before. But I mean, it starts at noon, so they usually try to they're going to start right at noon because they want to make sure. So Earl wants to know if we've seen a lot of mini bikes, more than normal. It's not packed yet, but we do see a lot of bikes on trailers. Probably just now, since we've been sitting here, we've probably seen a couple hundred bikes go by. Something's buzzing.
Yep.
Oh, that's not it. I don't think that's them. Then I can call an 888 number. Probably a scam.
Hello.
Scammers calling us.
Hello.
Goodbye. Open Monday. Bob, you're funny. You're funny. You're funny. It'd be like George Thorogood. You funny. I'm funny. Everybody's a little funny.
Thorogood said that?
Yeah, on that the one that's 2 beers or a beer, a shot, bourbon.
1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 beer.
Yeah, and that one there, when he's talking to the landlady, and he goes over to his buddy's house. He's going to stay there with him. Said his wife came out, and he said, she's kind of funny. And he goes, yeah, she's kind of funny. You're kind of funny. I'm kind of funny. You don't remember that?
I don't remember that part.
George Thorogood fan.
I know the song. I know he goes to his buddy's house, but I don't remember that line. I'll have to listen
60
again.
degrees and Maryland.
There you
Exon
go.
Biker is on. And
Yep, he's
Bob, you need to
outside
turn around
Carbondale.
and let that lady behind you get on. She's been looking to get on.
The one behind us?
Yeah.
You gotta go that way, I think. Go that way.
Ask her. They don't have any chicken here. They got chicken tenders, but not chicken bones. Yeah, I guess she does keep looking over here. Says, hi. I want to do a little dance on your show.
That guy just went by a while ago.
Yep. It's got a Honda motor on it.
Looks like a red rod.
The girl with pink hair. Do some wop wop and a wop wop and a wop wop and a wop wop. She's just sitting there. Probably. So that bike over there that I just showed you has got a Honda engine on it. Red Rod. Doesn't matter what you ride. Everybody has a different kind of bike out here. Nowadays, I don't know, there's always those. That big Ron says chicken bone, chicken bone. Yep, chicken bone lady. Johnny's Stewart's on. Hey.
Yes, with the black headband.
Yep. We see her back there.
Everybody wants to be on our.
Want to be a star. I want to know who you're talking to. We're big rock singers.
We do that with our, when we go to a restaurant and we don't want to have to deal with telling them we're a YouTube channel, we're going to do a live. Is it okay? We just say, can we sit back in a corner? We're going to call our kids and talk to our kids because they're back out on the West Coast. And they're like, sure.
Neil said that's an old school lowrider. Yep. Troy must have looked it up. Troy must have looked it up and said, I knew the words.
Yeah.
And we like, we're George Thorogood. We like a lot of the songs he does. And she's a big fan of his because he does a show.
He's
and
an
that's
entertainer.
Yes.
He's
Instead of a lot of these guys that do, like ZZ Top. ZZ Top walks out on the stage. They don't say hi, bye, kiss my ass or nothing. They play their songs and they leave. To me, it's about as exciting as listening to a DVD.
I could sit home and listen to them on the radio and get it just much out.
And we've had other concerts that are like that too, or a concert that they do the same set every time. Jackal seems to be like that here lately. Last 3 or 4 times we've seen Jackal, same songs,
same joke, same everything.
Welcome to the family and all that stuff.
Exactly the
He's
same.
been doing it way too long.
The Jackal family reunion. Maybe Jesse James will let Bob open for him at the gym.
And no, we're not gonna. But yeah, somebody else asked that. Is Billy Lane going to have a booth somewhere in Daytona? No, he's not.
He'll be at the Bike Builders Breakfast.
Yes, there you go. If you want to see Billy Lane, you need to go to the Bike Builders Breakfast on Monday morning. That's it. Only time you're going to see him. He's got some private events he's doing, but he's not going to be any more in the public. He's got too much stuff going on. Trying to get his new shop going. We were going to go to it, but he doesn't have it open yet, so I'd rather see the new shop than
he's got a small shop, but he's trying to get
everything's piled into it. So probably next time we come down, we'll get
please drink responsibly and wear your helmets on rides, please.
There you go. Yep. But like she said, we didn't have our helmets on this morning because we didn't go very far to ride this morning. And this guy kind of looked at us. He had his helmet on. What do you have on?
Shorts and flip flops.
Yeah.
I guess his head isn't going to get damaged, but his legs are going to get tore up. Or one of the two. Says every time, even if he just moves the bike.
My leg, I always burn my leg. If I got shorts on, just moving the bike around. Whether it's looking good in Daytona, yes, it is crazy for the entire rally except for a late Saturday afternoon. Right. So, but we could have the Florida rain.
It's only 33% chance, so that means it's 60.
Well, it said 40 when I looked a while after that. Right. But even at that, if it only rains for 20 or 30 minutes or an hour, you can stand underneath the tent for a little while and get back out. Hopefully you're not riding too much. We have to go. Damn.
Daytona weather looks great. It snowed here this morning. Yeah.
You can rent these little things.
South Dakota.
23 years too late if you want to see Billy Lane and Jesse James on Main Street. They were, I was just saying, because last year, Billy was down in front of the Speedway. And I guess it didn't turn out real well. But he's always at the Buffalo Chip. If you want to go to Buffalo Chip, he's going to have another booth out there again this year. Right out front. Don't cost you nothing to see him. And he hangs out there pretty much. He's gotten with Rod, and looks like he's going to be there for a while because as soon as we get the new track built out there, the flat track, they're also going to have a place for the Sons of Speeds to race out there. That's what Billy Lane's in charge of that now. That's his deal.
His baby. If you want to see Billy Lane, okay. I'm sure he will. That's accepted. Christy Thornton says, I will be watching you this week. It's fun.
So we have a lot of neat stuff going on. Well, one of the guys that we were talking the other day said, why don't you talk to some of the racers about putting a GoPro on one of their bikes in front? I want to ask them. I got the one that just clamps on the handlebar, so they could do that.
I'm sure they would. So
maybe I put it on Billy Lane's bike. Wouldn't that be neat?
All they could say is no,
Jody
right?
Perowitz, wouldn't that be neat? But my luck would be the same. They'd be on the same race. Only got one with a clamp. Unless we swipe the other ones we're going to get.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
So it's pretty neat here. A lot of the vendors are here. According to the vendors that we've talked to, like Speeds, Joey at All About Customs, Fair and Exchange, Rick Rack. They've already got work lined up. So to me, I would say this is going to be a good rally. One, the East Coast has gotten a lot of freaking snow. Somebody just wrote us last night and said I can't leave till Thursday. And we got 6 more inches today. So that's what this rally's all about. The people that are sitting in snow want to get the hell out of it. So that's what brings people here. Now we've known somebody last year that came all the way from California and Texas, but typically probably 75% of the people here are coming from New York and down. They're coming where there's snow's at. They're tired of it. They want to get out of it. The cold. This year hasn't been so cold.
No, no.
And we never got to meet Indian Larry, though. That would be good. We might have met him. I just didn't know that was him. So we'll see.
So, Jerry, there is a video coming out tonight, too. He
Yeah.
said, I'm waiting for your video for tomorrow.
Yeah. So the one tonight's coming out is we went
He
around.
wants to know about your handlebars.
Oh, yeah. So that'll come out tomorrow. So we're going to talk about that. She filmed some girls down on the Main Street Bar. We'll kind of show them. What else did I film? Oh, I got my coin from, yep. And,
Jewelry?
yep. I get one every year. I've got it like 3 or 4 years now. I got a coin, special edition that they make. They have made themselves. So you can only get it from them. So I got that in the back of the bike. And so we're going to show that video. So I don't have a whole lot tonight because we thought we were going to get the Iron Horse, Broken Spoke, Cackleberry. We thought that was going to be today's video. But that all got pushed off. So we still got to do one sexy biker chick. She wants to do one of her videos. We're not going to do the daily specials. She's been pretty busy. And they're short staffed because they're also out at not Cackleberry, but Cabbage Patch. They were over there yesterday when we were there. He was there, but I didn't see him. He had half the clothes up. And the trailer was there in his truck, but I don't know where he went. Maybe he went to the bathroom
I
or
was going
something.
to say, usually where they're at. If you can't find them, it's the bathroom.
So pretty exciting. It's a really cool bar across the street here. It's called the World's Most Famous Brewery.
World's most famous.
They make like microbrewery beer inside. They don't have like the big giant things. Guys started doing it as a hobby, and somebody said you ought to start selling that stuff. So they got a bar here.
And the guy that owned the building.
That was the video that we did last night. Yesterday's video. That was that
the one
place.
that came up late.
Yeah. So you might want to. That was really neat. I think that's a really cool bar. We'll probably go in there a couple times. Yep, Mexi's at that iron. We got him today. He's gonna be on video tomorrow. Mexi Billy. He told you to watch Bob and Jam. Maybe we'll have him at the beginning. It's 80 here in good old South Carolina today. It was a big old. I can't flip the phone around, but that looks like a military plane. Here's a giant motor home coming down the street. Welcome to. Hey, we want to see Main Street. Let's take our big old motor home down Main Street. I just wonder if people are just stupid or they just don't know what the hell they're doing. I always wonder that. Especially when you sit out here on Main Street. The guy we stayed with, Sam, he sits in front of 160 Biker Chick, gets there at 9 in the morning, sits till 3 every day. And I imagine that's probably why he sits there. He probably sits there and goes, I can't believe that stupid thing came down the street.
You could be red. Have your red come out in you. What is that?
Oh, from a bunch of dumbasses. And, but yeah, I don't know. How hard is it to close a street down?
Yes, Larry.
Indian Larry died in 2004. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Yep, so I guess we never met.
I guess we did.
Video 64 today. They're tourists.
We heard that they have those biker. Well, it's always funny too when they come down a street like this and they're like, I love it when people come down when it's not bike season, not during bike weekend club. They drive down there. I thought all the motorcycles are supposed to be there. Why aren't they on Main Street anymore? Where are they at? We're at frickin' home, lady. Where the hell do you think we're at? We don't live on Main Street.
Ay, ay, ay.
They're escapees from the village. You're probably right. Mark said they are escapees from the village. That I would buy. They're the ones that do 30 miles an hour on the highway, and then when you go to their villages, it's the old people place, 55 and older communities. They're out there with their golf carts making turns on 2 wheels. Well, Main Street Street in Sturgis isn't so bad because, like right now, well, there's freaking snow on the ground right now. There's nobody there already there except local people. So, like before the rally starts, before they put the barricades up, there really isn't. There's cars parked there on the side of the road, but there's not as many cars driving up and down the street. There's probably been 500 cars, maybe 1,000 cars have come up and down the street since we've been sitting here. Way more than motorcycles. We went to Terminator. I don't know if I can do it. I'll have to think about if I can do it.
David Edinburgh is doing a wildlife documentary on Daytona this year, and it was in the RV.
Could have been. Could have been. Could have been. Could have been.
All right. We've been all done.
You've been done. You're done. Got 70 people on. Yay! Make sure you're going back and watching. If you're not watching the videos, we're trying to raise money for the furnace and the air conditioner. If you guys can go and do, click on playlists. Go click on our playlist, like Daytona or Sturgis, got like 40 or 50 videos. Let it play all the way through with the commercials and stuff. That gives us, that's how we get paid. So we can get, it'd be great if we, we need to come up with a raise a little bit more money so I can get my furnace and air conditioner on our way home to Myrtle. I need to buy it before April because prices will jump in April.
That's what Emery says.
Chugga, chugga, chug. Marquet, the wildlife. It's all on Main Street. Yes, there's all types, especially with the beach people driving up, walking up and down here. You see, but that's what's always funny during Bike Week. When you're here, you get these tourists. So they're like, they got a bunch of little kids in swimming suits, and they're in swim, and they're looking around like, what is going on here? We used to have that in Laughlin, Nevada. We used to have the Laughlin River Run, and these old people, they give, comp them for rooms. So they all show up. They book it during Bike Week, and they have no idea what Bike Week is. And you see them when they're walking around, they're like, what's going on here? Oh, all them hooligans are here.
Yeah.
I said, I always like to go up to, well, she did it once in Sturgis last year, the year before. She went up to a couple people that were pushing strollers and said, did you realize?
So many
It's
people.
like, did you realize that there's a motorcycle rally going on? I guess maybe it was 2021. Because, no, because this is our only vacation. So he came out, wanted to ride his bike. We brought the kids. So I'm spending time with the kids while he's riding the bike. And it's like,
well, and then they can go see Mount Rushmore
well, it's
and all
fun,
this stuff.
but you don't need to bring your kids in a stroller down on Main Street, just like here. Don't need it. If you're pushing through here and there ain't no condos back here. This way. There ain't no freaking condos back there. So if you're walking down this way with a stroller.
There's no hotels either, so they're not walking back to the hotel either.
And ain't nothing down there for anybody with little kids. And that's why she don't paint up her boobs or nothing anymore. But, that's one of the things you'd want to go up to people like that when they're pushing the stroller and go, oh, look at me. Welcome to Sturgis. Have fun with them. Don't you want to have fun?
Life for Nave 33 says, I do that sometimes when it went through the WIT commercial.
Mark Eubanks coming down this Saturday. I do that sometimes with the commercial. Yeah, because with the commercial, what a lot of our subscribers, which I don't always remind people of this, we were talking to one of our subscribers yesterday, and he said, oh, I didn't know that. I'll start doing it. So we have some of our subscribers, like when the video, like let's say tonight's video comes up, they just turn it on the phone and just lay it down and let it play. Because that's important too. So when videos first come out, if they play all the way through, YouTube will recommend it. Like these last 2 nights, YouTube's recommending those videos. Got that one video from about 2 weeks ago, did 50,000 views. I'm really excited.
But what they say is, wow, they must have some good content because everybody's watching it all the way through.
Let's push it to some other
and they'll
motorcycle
recommend
people.
it to people that don't normally watch us, and then they might join our Patine Nation.
That's right. Wild craps at wild crabs at Cackleberry. I think he's going to say wild crabs at Cackleberry. Probably some crabs running around too. We all look like gangsters with our hoods on. And well, at least the babies can brag about being in Sturgis when they become adults. Yeah.
I've been going to Sturgis since I was 8 months old.
You're like the monkey man. I think his dad used to take him when he was like a teenager or
like
something.
13, 14, I think is what he said.
Have fun down there. Yep. Okay, so yeah, that's one of the things that I'm a people watcher person. When we live in California, if I could live on the beach and just sit on the balcony and just watch people walk by, you see it. Well, in California, you see everything. You might think of a fad that went out of style. Not in California. Anything's in style no matter what it is. We seen somebody the other day, I don't know where we're at, had bell bottoms on, and they were like this wide, bigger than, this used to be just as long as it covered your shoe, you were cool. That's what those people lived back in the 70s.
I remember my cousins, they used to get the bell bottoms and then they would cut a piece out and put another piece of material in it. So once it hit your knees, it was like, I don't know, 24 inches wide as your feet.
Like the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure there's plenty of STDs. Hit the
Especially
thumbs
here.
up button, Robert says.
well, that's what somebody else said, that they've been staying down here. They moved here from New York, and they've been down here about 6 months. He says, the really bad thing when the rally's not here, it's really ghetto down this area. And I said, yeah, I can kind of see that. So you drive over, oh, somebody just got killed last year right over here. Got knifed. You guys,
Elephant
two
bell.
people riding them.
Hey, how
Hey,
you doing?
another
I'll give
subscriber.
you a sticker here. Hold on.
And where are you from?
Michigan.
Yeah, turn that way.
Michigan.
Everybody hates you.
No.
No.
Well, you got out of that cold, snowy weather, huh?
Yeah.
You got rid of your governor, didn't you?
What was that?
Didn't you get rid of your governor?
No, she won again somehow.
Oh, how'd that happen?
It's terrible.
Another one of them fixed elections?
They're never rigged, are they?
No, never.
We've seen our town go to crap.
Oh.
Do you still have a lot of trouble going on up there?
A lot of trouble. It's dangerous. It really is.
All the big cities, it's like Chicago last year, where you talk to people like going from Sturgis and coming from the East Coast,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, did you go through Chicago? Oh, no, we'll go 150 miles out of our way to avoid Chicago. And, yeah. Oh, did you?
No, that's good. That's good.
That's about time.
And,
Where Chicago is. Of course, we did go through there on the way to Sturgis.
Yeah.
So we didn't stop, but it was a storm actually.
I did. Did you ride your bike down or did your trailer down?
We go down in October.
Oh, okay. So you've been down there for a while?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to.
I was going to say, you look like you got a nice tan for a few. Oh, really?
They said the beach today was
You must tan easy.
We had some problems at our campground, so we had to move, and so it took all of our mooring time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We did that this morning,
To
too.
get to a different site. She's Indian. She turns that way.
Oh.
Okay.
He's like that. He's got olive skin, and he got. And I get red or I bleach out. I say I never tan.
But it's so nice to see you.
Same here.
Thanks.
Glad to meet you.
Take care.
So, some more subscribers, and from Michigan, nothing wrong with that. Everybody's from somewhere. Sometimes you just can't help the state you live in. And you can eventually
They
move.
must be snowbirds because they said they've been down here since October.
Yeah.
So they're probably snowbirds.
And you look that old.
Nope. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people. Dave Childers said elephant bells. Yeah, that's what they used to call those big wide bell bottoms. Dan Biker says, Sam, I used to do that with the elephant bells. Trixie Blue says, hi guys, bell bottoms. Good to see you. Yep, I've got a couple pair now too. Even mullets in California. Mullets or mohawks, all that stuff. Anything goes in California. Nothing's out of stuff. Dominion voting machines, yeah.
Our 27.99's on.
Hey there, Bob. Tell Dee we said hi too. Robert says I need a sticker here to put in my saddlebag.
Are you down here? Are you coming down?
Tell him, hit it. There you go. Email us. Tell us where you're going to be, or give me your. If we're not going to see you soon, send me your address, and I'll.
As soon as we find a post office.
Yep, Lord Lightfoot lost. Okay. Trixie, when your old ones still fit, mine don't. Trixie Blue says, yes, they do. That's nice. I'm a little heavier. I know. Not the same shape I was back then. Don't forget the platform shoes. I had some pork bottom platform shoes. They were blue denim with orange stitching and orange shoelaces. Those are my favorite shoes. And I fell off my bike with them because I can't ride a bicycle very well with those. Anyway, that's my story about platform shoes.
Don't have many more.
No. All right. How long you been on?
76 people on still. Holy Jennifer Jupiters.
Everybody wants to see Main Street. Well, now we're not. You can't even see it now. Now we're more in the shade. We could probably go back the other way
It don't matter. We're going to get off in a few minutes anyway.
if you want to get home before dark.
Yeah. Because it's already 5:30 here. It gets dark at 6:30 here. There's a few more comments. Partridge family.
That was one of my favorite shows. David Cassidy. He was hanging up in my bedroom. New England, only if they was black and white.
But David, I would say that too. It is tough to do these rallies, just like us. If it wasn't for us having a place to stay to comp us, it's a private lot that we're on. That we also we have campground memberships too that we bought and paid money for. So after this rally, we're pretty well set till we go to Panama City. There, the promoter's going to find a place for us to park the RV. We got a generator, so we can always run the generator. We don't have Charlie, so we don't have to worry so much about keeping it cool. Just like now, if we had Charlie now, we'd be in trouble because we're in a lot that we only have 15 amp service.
Beer can rolling across the street.
And
what time? He was hanging out in your bedroom. All the pictures. Remember Tiger Beat magazine? Dawn and Trixie Blue, and remember all those? Okay.
Life Now says we should be on another half an hour.
Tony, Orlando, John Cassidy, Tony DeFranco, all those guys are up in my room.
So appreciate everybody hanging out with us and seeing what's going on here in Daytona. It's hard. I speak so much. This is what it is. Daytona and Sturgis are the two biggest rallies. Daytona is second, of course, and Sturgis is number one. And people argue with me all the time, but all the other rallies are kind of just mixed in there. Most all the other rallies are more of what we would call a local rally. New Hampshire's that way, Laconia, Ocean City, Galveston, Panama City, Leesburg, Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, Lake of the Ozarks, Ohio Bike Week, Little Sturgis. All these other rallies are more polls within a few states. Some only poll within their state. So these are the only two that really bring people that aren't. There's probably more like here. This rally here is going to have it's not the 300 or the 500 mile rally. Or you even get, which I haven't seen yet this year.
Okay, Neil, bye, Neil.
We usually see some Canadians usually come down, but I haven't seen any Canadians talking about it. So David's saying at the Iron Horse Campground in Sturgis. And that's a good one there. They got a lot of trees and stuff out there. If you get in the shade, if you got an RV, you don't get any shade. But Neil's heading out. Got work to do. There's Ohio Bike Week, yeah. Never been to Ohio Bike Week. We were going to go last year. But what's bad about Ohio Bike Week is it's a whole week. There's nothing going on during the whole week. It's Friday, I guess it's Saturday, Sunday, and then they got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Nobody's there, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So a lot of the vendors.
Even though it's a 10-day rally, there's nobody there in the middle of that week.
So I don't know. We know the promoter that puts it on. He's a pretty nice guy. We found a place we could stay for just a couple $100. But if we knew we had nothing, which is what we're thinking next year, depending on how Daytona goes money-wise, we'll determine if we come back to Daytona next year. If we don't do Daytona, we won't be doing Leesburg. We won't be doing Panama City. We won't be doing Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach is on the cutting block just for the fact there is no place for us to stay. We have to pay money. And for doing a video like Myrtle Beach, now we did pretty good in Myrtle Beach last year. That's why I went ahead and paid. But it did enough to where it paid for the campground last year and this year. But doesn't pay for the gas and the time and all that. So David's doing some tent camping that time. So yeah, you can get back there in the trees and you'll be good. She won't do the tent no more. We got rained on like 3 or 4 days in a row at a campground, and that was it.
I don't think he'd be able to sleep on the ground.
Me?
I know I would. I don't think you would be able to either.
They're doing some Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline. We're in California, and she works with a lot of Mexican people. A lot of Mexicans in California, and this guy, he's younger. He's probably half our age. And what'd he say to you?
He said, we went out to this bar the other night, and he said, this song came on, because I used to bring the CDs in, and we'd play music for the patients and stuff. And he said, and this song came on, and those white people went nuts. He said, nah.
It was Sweet Caroline. I said, well, we used to always have, what was it? Waylon Jennings?
Family Tradition?
Yeah, Family Tradition. That was the one where we used to let people would go crazy with. Oh. And then also with, I think it must be passing banners out. Pushing the race. American Flat Track. So tell them who you know.
Cameron.
Hey, Cameron told us We're supposed to be getting into the flat track. It's getting closer, closer, closer. We're going to add something new to our channel this year. If we get in the flat track, we'll have some racing. We're not going to film the whole freaking thing. We got a lot of things to do. Enough to go down to the pits, get some of the shots there. They're trying to set us maybe some interviews up. So we'll see what happens. Cabbage Patch or Crazy Horse, which is best? Well, that's what depends on what you want. If you want to party nonstop, it's actually Cackleberry. Cabbage Patch, they have tents there for $15. You're in the woods. You do get, that's the only difference between Crazy Horse and Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch on the other side of the road, $15 a night. You're in the woods. You're definitely in the woods. They do a shower house this year. I was actually, when we drove through, I was totally blown away that they had a real shower house. It's like a one in a trailer, but it's still great shower house. They still got outhouses, which is fine. So if you want shade, Cabbage Patch. But bad thing about Cabbage Patch is you're going to be involved with all that bad traffic down there. That is a nut house. 2 years ago, a guy got killed on a bicycle down at the intersection there. I almost got ran over when I was trying to put the drone up. I was starting to walk across the street, and a guy flies across in front of me. So the Crazy Horse, the nice thing about the Crazy Horse campground is they're right there on the corner of Tamaka Road and the Speedway. So to me, it's a great in and out, in and out. Now there's no shade at all. They do have really clean showers. They have Johnny on the spots too. They have firewood. You can have a fire and stuff there. Probably Cabbage Patch probably can't have fire. Probably burn the woods down. So they have water and stuff there. So depending on what you want. If I was going to RV, taking a trailer, I would definitely go to Crazy Horse. If you had to get into Cabbage Patch, you need a small trailer. Like if you were pulling one on the back of your motorcycle or something, you could get in there with that. Anything bigger than about a 10 or 15-foot trailer, I would not take it back in the woods.
So many trees, you would not be able to make the turns with the bigger trailer.
So it's $15 a night there, and then it's one. I don't know if Roger charges tax on the $15, but I know at Crazy Horse it's $21 and includes the tax.
Sunshine says Cackleberry is $50. Tony Bloom says, all right, guys, stay safe.
Daryl S. is on.
Oh, I just subscribed. Thank you, Tony. Thanks for that. Mike Eubank says, I'm tinting this year. I hope you...
yeah, we always hear that. We're going to go over and look at the showers at Cackleberry. We probably won't show them until after the rally. Don't want to burn them up. But we're going to go in the showers, and she may not go in. I'll go look at the guys first. If it's really crappy looking, she won't need to go in there and show her. That's fun. All right, guys, stay safe. Oh, I just subscribed. Oh, you already said that. Mark's on. I'm tenting this year. So if you're tenting, if you want the shade, it's plus you got a little more protection. If the wind's blowing, because when we were out there yesterday at Camp Easy, right, the tents were really blowing around. I mean, they weren't moving, but you could see the wind rocking them. And we've had some pretty steady wind here. It's worse down here, like on Main Street, because you're closer to the water, than you are if you're more inland. But like Crazy Horse is out in the middle of a field. You're right next to the highway there, the 95, and so you got the wind coming off there. There's nothing to block it. If I had a trailer, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, there's a lot of tents out there, so I'm not going to badmouth it. It's a gigantic truck. Got a crappy old bed on the back, and it got a nice looking truck. Could have bought him a good utility bed.
We saw a Jeep that drove by us, and it was a nice Jeep. It was a Rubicon, and it was all decked out. It had a red, what's that? The tranny in the back was all red, differential. And it was really sharp, and it was for sale for $5,000.
Get the giant speakers like we got on our boat that you like the chrome one. You got them shooting out the back, which I don't know what the guy was doing.
But it did have a camper on top too, so if the camper came with it, I don't know. But it's $101,000.
So my filming, I always put we can run up to 3 cameras. Usually runs better with her holding the one camera. And
my name is James. Thanks.
I got my other cameras mounted on the front of the bike. I can turn it on and off. Better wear flip-flops and we wear flip-flops in any shower.
Any shower at a campground.
Yes.
And a lot of times we'll say, hey, the shower house is nice. Well, for a campground shower. Now my shower at home doesn't look like that. But for a campground shower, I'll say it looks nice. So
so Lab Nav 33 couldn't get a spot next.
Nav 33.
Couldn't get a spot with us at the Buffalo Ship. We had a really small area, and we only had like a 2-week period that they guaranteed those spots. Because we have a lot of people. We have one of our regular subscribers been watching this forever.
And he booked it that first week, but forgot to tell him I want to be in Bob and Tam section.
Yeah.
So he's in the South.
So what we're gonna do is when we get closer to Sturgis time, we will be doing some shorts tell us, because we're going to have, like on Saturday, the first Saturday, we're going to have a barbecue. So we're going to have some different things going on, and we need to have a count of who it's going to be. And we may put names down, and then you'll get a bracelet when you come in, and that's only people get food, because we say we got 30 people coming, brings food for 40 people, and 100 show up. Not everybody's going to get to eat. So we want to make sure those that get to ask, that want to be involved, will be able to do it. I'll be doing Daytona next year.
All right, there you go. How many tables are there in front of David Pence? Not many. 1, 2.
So they have
4, 5.
two small tables like what we sit at that you can comfortably sit people at. Then they have the pedestal table. Whoop, I'm going the wrong way. It's back there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Pedestal tables. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 pedestal tables, and then 2 little round tables like this. If you get here early, one guy was just sitting here sucking a drink down. On the other side, it was just a guy sucking a drink down. Sometimes what we've done to get rid of them is say, hey, can we sit at your table? What are you going to say?
Most of them will say sure, and then they'll sit here a few minutes, and they're like...
They figure out we're setting all this live up and stuff. What are you guys doing? We're going to do it live. We're going to be on YouTube. You want to be on? Bye. See you later, dude. So...
It's normal. Maybe 1 extra. Here we go.
So, not too bad, but they got a lot of more tables inside. So, but what's bad about it is usually when the DJ guy's here, it is super loud out here. He's got speakers. He's not there now, but, oh yeah, it is. So, it blasts you. So, we usually can't do a live out here because he'll yell at, the guy that's in here is a pretty cool guy. He yells at people going through. Like a guy would be revving up his bike and he's like, hey, dude, we can hear your bike. We don't want it.
My bike sounds just like that.
And so it's, the cops yelled at one guy one time and he commented on that. And it's pretty fun because they don't know where it's coming from. It's just coming out of the speakers outside. There's the old bike.
Yeah. Indian one.
Yep. And that's what I like about Daytona over everything else. There's just a lot of really cool and unique bikes. Just like the guy that had the Honda the Honda Rat Ride bike. That was, probably 1 in a million that's like that. And kind of makes it his own bike. You see everything. There's a BMW bike right now. It will flip the camera around. That you seeing us. Let me, here, I got to go down here. No, that turns our camera on.
Well, David, there is a couple bike weeks in Texas. One used to be called the ROT, Republic of Texas, and that used to be in Austin, I think. But I'm not sure if that's still going on. Then there's one in Galveston. That's in November.
I clicked that and it didn't move.
And then there's also one up in Bandera, which is up in the hill country. Twisted Sisters up by San Antonio, up in that area.
Camera.
There it is.
All right, so now you're looking at Main Street.
So there you go.
Through a chair. So,
move the chair?
No, that's okay. We're not going to be on TV.
I know the one in Bandera still goes on. I know the one in Galveston in November is on. But that ROT one, the Republic of Texas, which I think was in Austin, somebody told me they don't do it anymore. So I don't know. Now the table's there too.
That's all right.
So Jamil says, looks great.
These girls coming across, I don't know, but can I zoom in? No, I can't zoom in. They were giving out signs for the Daytona flat track racing. That girl in the black and that guy.
Rapping says, yeah, they have karaoke here when he was here in December. And if you come in at 10, they have a special thing going on at 10.
Boobies! Boobies at 10. That's what the sign says. Boobies at 10. Well, same thing. Look at that car. He's cruising. Got a little kid in the front seat.
Now motorcycles, quit coming.
Nah, they'll come by in a minute.
All right, you can finish.
Give me another tea. What's with our cups?
I didn't take them. Did somebody come pick them up? I don't know. They were there a minute ago.
That's when the owner's going to be here. We'll be back when she's here. Talk to her. Mrs. Peanut. Peanut and George is actually the name of the cats. So we said, oh, is that your husband's name, George? And I know that's the cat's name. Did they change popsicles? I don't know. So there's a cruising cafe up there. Looking at, we got 84 now. Everybody wants to see what Main Street looks like. It's getting really quiet now. There's my bike all the way over there on the end. Right there. That's my bike. See the new handlebars? Comes another car. Got cruising Main Street. Here comes a trike. Here comes a bike with a dog on the back. Cam's always scared to death of that because like, that dog doesn't even look like it's strapped down. Oh, I guess they're going to stop now. But she's always afraid the dog's going to fly off there. Comes a couple bikes. This way. That guy's parking. That guy's in the car. He's in such a hurry. Hurry, get that bike back there. I got to get by. Dude, what are you doing on Main Street? Stupid guy. That's what I said. People come down here, and when you're backing a bike up like that or stopping or whatever, they all look at you like they're in such a big damn hurry. And it's like, what are you doing on a street like this? This isn't... Oh, but you wrote some more comments. That's right. Bring a man to the bike week. How can you bike complete with a minivan? You all skip Daytona and Myrtle Beach next year. You're going to just say out west of the Mississippi. Probably. We're looking to maybe do Arizona Bike Week. Also, Bullhead City River Run. We're thinking about doing, well, we'd like to do that because that's our hometown. The guy we know, Larry, I got a video that's going to be coming out there of him right after Daytona. Here comes your Can-Am or Polaris or whatever the hell that thing is. Slingshot. I never know what the hell those things are. Never drove one of those. So, yeah, we're going to do that. We're actually supposed to stop this year at Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. They're actually willing to comp us, pay for our campground. He wants us there. And so we're going to stop on the way home and talk to him. He with the bar, bike, you pedal. That's where, yeah, that bar is the one I think that has the bike that you pedal, the bar, the pedals. But I don't think they ride that. I think it just sits here. I've never seen it moving during Bike Week. Happy spring. Yep, it's spring here. Ugly. What's ugly? Tell John's rocks and ride. Rome, go say hello. All right, I think I'm caught up on the comments. So, we're pretty caught up. 93 people on. Everybody wants to see Main Street. Oh, almost dropped the camera. Now, after I flip the camera around, it's pretty quiet. We don't have a whole lot of action going on Main Street here. Cam's using the restroom and getting us some more tea. There's another car. Some old people cruising. Hey, we're cruising. We're cruising. No, Laughlin River Run is completely gone. But the same weekend they had that, yeah, there goes a racing bike, is the Bullhead River Run. It's a lot better. Big trucks aren't going there yet. He's going to have to move it closer to Arizona Bike Week time. He did that right now. We've already found who's all going out there. Speeds is going out to Arizona Bike Weeks. And All About Customs, Joey, he's going out there. A lot of trucks are starting to go out there, but they're not going to give up. They're not going to give up Panama City. Same exact weekend. Behind you in the store. Oh. Tell John stop. Is John the guy that's the DJ that's here? He's not here today.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, somebody said go back and say hi to him. Oh. He's not here today.
No, it's another guy. He's setting up a one-man band thing. He's just now setting up. Leah's the owner. She's not here, but that guy, he's talked to us several times, and he didn't say nothing.
The DJ guy?
No, the
one-man band
guy with the big orange shirt on. He's a bigger guy. Mm. He's the one that told us the cat's names were George and Peanut. Oh.
There's a racing bike. Wasn't that fast? Got 92 on now. Everybody wants to see Main Street. And comes another bike. Road glide. Comes a Ram truck. An old car. That's pretty sharp. Yeah, it's all right to drive something like that down Main Street. Showing it off. But driving a car like this, who cares? There's always these people who are like over 65 cruising up and down Main Street. Comes another SUV Jeep. Wrong kind of Jeep that they have out here. They got a lot of like CJ7 style Ram. This guy's gonna try to park here where the guy's gonna drive it on the freaking sidewalk. He's gonna try to back up there. See if he hits the bike. It'll all be on camera.
Oh, can I go anymore? Can I go anymore?
What the hell he's doing? Maybe he's looking to pick somebody up. You doing?
Somebody told me to go back some more. No. Picking up somebody, so he's just gonna sit there a minute.
Yeah. It's a crotch rocket. Grab the chopper. Chopper time. We seen that guy earlier. Chopper time. That's Willie's chopper time. There's Big Johnson's on.
Hey there.
Everybody's saying hi to him. So another bike. Is there any poker runs going on in Daytona? Not that I know of. The only rides that I know that's going on is the Biker Bells ride, which is on Wednesday.
Wednesday the 8th.
And then, no, Tuesday. Wednesday.
I thought it was Tuesday. Now it's
No.
Wednesday. Wednesday the 8th.
Then they're doing the exact same day that they're doing the hog ride.
I guess so.
Go look at that again. I
It's
think.
the 8th.
So there is no poker runs that I know. But sometimes, you get like the VFWs and stuff like that are doing something. But I don't know anything that they've ever done here. The Chamber of Commerce is really weird here. They don't really want to talk to us anymore, and I don't know why. They're more interested in selling raffle tickets for their bike to raise some money. My ex lives in Mesa, so I'm not sure about going there. Oh, well.
Wednesday, March 8th, 2023.
Look and see what the hog ride is at the racetrack.
What day is the hog?
How's the Main Street station looking? Pretty good. We were down there today, and that's going to show up on the video tomorrow. We showed the video. If you watched the video yesterday, Ron, you can see what it looks like. She's not having any more trouble with the city. So she's got bands. She's got big engines that's going to be playing there. Who else did I see that she's going to have? She's got a couple of big bands coming in there. So looks pretty exciting. But right now, the hottest bar is what's next is the what's the bar next door to main station? Not Rat Hole.
No, the Boot Hill one.
Boot Hill. Boot Hill right now is the busiest bar on Main Street. Now that won't be long. Froggy's the back isn't open on Froggy's. Back up to you here, Glass. John owns the yellow store behind you. Yeah, okay. Let me see who has said it to say hi. It'd be the guy that just said that. Go Mad Mike. Which we got him on a video a couple years ago. We got John on there. He's like the original store on Main Street. Been here the longest. What would you compare Arizona Bike Week to as big as Daytona or Myrtle Beach? No. What sucks about Arizona Bike Week is even today they're still charging you to see the vendors. I think it's $12 or something. There's a guy with a wolf's head on. I've seen him.
I'll pay you $200.
They charge for that. The really cool thing is Cave Creek. There's a lot of cool stuff going on there, but it's so freaking small. If you don't get down, there's no place to park. So that's the problem that we have there. We've been to Arizona Bike Week 2 or 3 times and never been impressed with any of it. They're getting to be one of those rallies that have way more. Guy thinks he's getting a race car.
Puppy. Scaring the doggy.
Nobody wants to hear your Japanese bike. The guy thought he was looking at him and he was looking at the dog. That's why he revved his bike up. What a moron. So, Arizona Bike Week's getting to be like a lot of these other bike weeks, like Laughlin used to be. They started getting more and more people that are selling junk. ID bracelets, the magnetics, the massagers, and mattresses for your home, and recliner chairs, all this crap that, stuff that you're not going to, what am I going to strap it on the back of my bike and take it home? So that's what ruins rallies. And Main Street here is getting to be like this. Mainly it's all t-shirt places, leather shops, and bars. That's about all that's really left here on this Main Street. And that never want to end up across the street. Racing bike. Up the Boot Hill. No, you don't want to go across the street from the Boot Hill. That's the cemetery. Talk about that yesterday on the video. Tell that crotch rocket rider to tighten up his parking. I don't know. He's some young kid. Looks like he's talking to himself. He's having a smoke. He's too cool. He's a cool dude. Can't zoom in. That sucks. All right. Macy Brooks, that runs the Hideaway Rally in Arkansas, is bartending at the Boot Hill. She always gets a crowd to stop and see her. Macy Brooks at the Hideout Rally in Arkansas is bartending at the Boot Hill. We'll look for her. We went to the Hideout 2 years
I
ago.
can't find anything about a hog ride. Nowhere. I looked everywhere. In different places.
Yeah, that's my point.
So I think Don, what's he
Is
say?
there a Harley group ride set up for Daytona 2023?
So Red Pink says, Bob. I put my glasses on. Bob take his crotch rocket goats ride.
Now he's sitting on the back of the seat. I'm a cool dude. I'm a cool dude.
Here comes a couple. Crotch rockets. Oh, there's a girl in the back.
Must be his buddy. We need Palmoto here now.
Yep.
Do you have any idea when or if they will have a bike show contest on the boardwalk there?
Yes.
Yes, it's usually the last Saturday of the rally is when they do the boardwalk.
Brotherhood, Palmoto says. The Mad Mike says, we love riding. I just had that boardwalk one up.
All right, let's see what else we got going on here.
Bike.
We love Ride Like a Pro videos. Great job. Brotherhood, they can't hang with Moto.
Boardwalk Bike Show is March 10th.
So we may
5.
if we don't do this rally, we'll go back and give Arizona Bike Week another shot. We know the promoter, but ends up being nothing wrong with promoters. We have a lot of great promoters that are really good friends of ours that we've met, but it just seems like the promoters a lot of times are looking more for money than they're looking for anything else. And you can still say Daytona, this is like here. There's no promoter for
Panama City.
Daytona Bike Week. There's nobody really in charge. Now you go to these different places, Destination Daytona, they're doing their own thing there. JP Cycles does their own thing. You know, people have, I don't know, I'll have to ask Adam if there's actually a promoter that takes care of the,
I don't think so. He's the one told me to get off the lot last year.
no, that was just, I think that was just a security guard. I don't think it was the promoter guy. So it might, I don't know if it's the race, I think it's the racetrack. Hello from Panama City. There you go, Kevin. You coming over for Bike Week?
Either that or we'll
They're
see
selling
you.
tickets to vendors. They are doing nothing but leasing riders. Yep. And that's what sucks. And they lowered it. It used to be, well, see what they're doing now is they have concerts in Arizona. They have concerts in Westworld. So what they're doing now is at 6 o'clock, they force everybody out, kick everybody out of the vendor booths. And then they bring in the people to pay the extra money to see the bands. Like actually this year they're going to have Billy Idol.
Yeah.
I would have gone to that just to see Billy Idol. I've never seen Billy Idol. I'd love to see him. I'll catch you guys in Myrtle Beach. Yes, we are definitely going to be in Murder Beach. Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, that's Jeffrey Pope. I think that's where we saw him last year. We went to Crackle Barrel, and he said he'd have rather gone somewhere else.
And
So,
all right, I guess we're about done.
all right, how many gone now?
80. And watch this.
78.
Should have flipped the camera around earlier.
Yep. A lot of people wanted to see Main Street. Well, now kind of quieted down. It was a little more
Dinner time.
crazy earlier,
6 o'clock. Dinner time here.
I guess.
Everybody heading out, or people that have to go back to work tomorrow.
Yep. Only stay out so long.
Yeah, guy stole my truck. Oh, it's black.
Yeah.
That was a black truck. You always say my truck's black?
No, that family truckster's black.
It is black. You say it's brown.
It's brown,
It's
dark
black.
brown.
It's black. I got you on
You
camera.
say,
I got you.
you say it's black.
And you remember the Rat's Hole store in the late 60s, 70s. No, we don't.
Rat's Hole store. Was it down here in Daytona? They have a Rat's Hole store up in it's Buffalo Chip. They have a store up there.
It's called Rat's Hole?
Yeah. That's one that side they were going to tear down, remember?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. Oh, this guy's going to start his bike up. He's going to leave.
Yep.
He's heading out. So.
I'm not that old, Kamoto says.
There's a big truck.
Why can't you catch a head?
He doesn't like our current president.
Obviously
Oh, there's the
not.
wolf guy again.
I don't know how he can see the ride.
I have no idea. I think he looks out the mouth. Lot of cars, lot of trucks. That's all we see. This guy's gonna leave. Motor says he's not that old.
Ooh,
That didn't sound good.
no, that'll be hit.
Scared that girl. All right, let's see what else we got for good. No, Cracker Barrel this year. Chicken sucked.
Frenchie farted.
Yeah, I don't like their chicken either. We've tried that there too, and it wasn't that good.
Where?
Cracker Barrel.
Oh yeah,
Their
the
chicken
fried
wasn't.
chicken.
Yeah.
It was like they just warmed it up for you. They cooked it earlier in the day or something. So Red Pink's Frenchie farted again. We got to meet the farting Frenchie.
Alan wants you to grab a Pep Blue Ribbon across the street.
No, PBR is not my thing.
Speaking of high prices, have you seen the ticket prices for the 120th Harley Party? You know, unless you want to see the concert, I'm not buying tickets. Only thing there is the concerts, and they got a few vendors selling food during the concert. So we're not buying it. All the dealerships, Wisconsin, Harley, and all the different places to go is all free. So unless you want to see one of those bands, don't pay the money, which we're not. And I've asked a couple dealers, and they're like, no, that's all that's there is the bands. There's no vendors inside there or anything. So why go? I'm not interested. There's nobody there that I'm dying to see. I've always heard that cops give bikers a lot of hassle there in Daytona. No. The way it works, we're actually going to get the police chief on next week.
Monday.
Next Monday.
So
We won't be live. Probably Tuesday it'll come up.
Oh, we could do a live.
But no, in case he messes up. But what the story is, if you want attention, they're going to give you attention. You don't, which is just like here. There's no reason to come down here and try to smoke your tire down here on Main Street. What are you trying to prove? Then if you lost control of your bike, you could hurt some serious people. You don't need to be revving your bike up like, we had a guy last year had a crotch rocket. I thought my ears were going to bleed. He was so loud. And a cop walked up, tapped him on the shoulder. It was a girl cop. Said, you want a ticket? He's like, what? You want a ticket? And he's like, no. And he says, stop that shit. And he stopped it. And she sat with her arms crossed till he drove away. But it's like people are showing off. So if you're going to do 80 miles an hour out here in a 35 mile an hour zone, you're going to get pulled over. If you don't have your glasses on, at night you can't wear sunglasses in the dark. You're going to get a ticket.
Oh, that's a cool car.
I already went by earlier.
No.
And so most of the stuff is when we're going to go through the rules here next week, tell you the things that they write tickets for. But the cops in Florida here, local police departments get less than 1% of the ticket price. And if it's on their off hours, they have to go to court themselves on their own time. The precincts don't pay for that. So
Precinct.
yes. So they don't really want to write you a ticket, but if you want to be a butthole, they will be happy to write you several $1,000s worth of tickets up. Frenchie farted.
I already said that. I said we got to meet the Frenchie. The farting Frenchie. You're way behind. The Georgia man Mike was here. Dawn says she just can't help herself. I don't know what she said earlier. I don't see.
Somebody, at the Buffalo Chip, not the Buffalo Chip, but the Iron Horse, we heard they were having a burnout contest one night. And I think it's $500.
No, $250 and a free tire.
There you go. Hope that guy killed those good folks' names. I'm back for a few. Tan lines are looking better. Go Mad Mike last year. We got some bikes there. They were thinking about parking and now they're not. Started to cool down. Oh, we're over 2 hours. We got to quit. We're done. Even though we got 90 people on.
Jeez.
But
93. That's a 99.
let me flip it around so we can do our ending here. Camera. Da, 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 da. Turn it around. Turn it around. Hey, we're back.
Oh, the straw's in the middle. Straw's going up my nose.
She's gonna give you the ending of the show.
Thanks for hanging out with us today here on Main Street in Daytona, sunny Daytona Beach. Hope you're coming down. If you're coming down, be careful. Look both ways. Always look out for the other guy because it's not you, it's the other guy you got to watch out for. Drop your account. If you haven't already, share it with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. We'll see you on the next video. You know why I do that so fast? So I can get my 2 seconds in because he does all the talking. Huh? There we go.
Johnny Cash. We're gonna leave you with Johnny. So we're gonna see y'all later, and we'll. Damn, like seeing your smile.
I keep a close watch on
We're gonna stop it. It sounds like it's a real tape. So we're gonna leave you at that. We'll see you guys later.